was still the show. I find it hard to accept when I hear something different than what I was thinking. But I'm growing with that. I'm becoming an adult, and
but there's something good in that too. I think of like knowing like this is like what the thing is, and trying to get them to maybe like understand what you're trying to do.
Totally, like because I experienced in the past. I experienced not being sure of what I wanted and being like, you can't transmit that insecurity to people, and then people are like, I don't know, man, she doesn't know, so how can I know? And so I like to come and have like a very clear idea. But then also if I'm playing like with my friends, you know, who played on Selva, I know that I can also have like a silly idea, like, oh, here you should play like tru 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 tru, and singing it like that, and like a drummer who doesn't know me would be like, what is tru tru, you know? But if somebody knows me, then they know what I like, and they know what kind of sounds I like, so they're like, okay, let's try tru 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 like this, or tru tru like this, and that's one thing. But also sometimes you have ideas and you think they're the best because they're the only ideas you can get. Then somebody else comes in and they're like, oh, what if I play it like this? And you're at the first time you're like, no. But then maybe you listen the second time, or like you go out for a walk and you come back, you listen the second time, and it's a better idea than the one you had. And I like it when it happens, yeah. All of my tears swimming back to the place where they came from. Sacred bond no one knows where to find, so they gave up on it. Any effort seems pointless. You can't unlearn how to cry. But with you I improved quite a bit. For a change, there's no tragedy waiting to happen to me like it used to. For a decade or two, and the best sea we haven't sailed yet. Oh, the best day, it hasn't come yet. But for once I fear not, 'cause with you I could run through the storm, I could breathe underwater, I could change my mind about the things I most avoid about. But for once I fear not, 'cause with you I could run through the storm, I could breathe underwater, and even let go of the things I most avoid about. There wasn't a theme at all, and that's kind of why it's called Salva. So I am quite eclectic in my writing, and also very free in the way I arrange songs and pick sounds. And I went into the studio with these songs, 12 songs. I worked with a producer from Belgium. We produced the album together. we went to the studio in Belgium with my best friends, and when I finished, I was like, oh, okay, nice, but they are all so different, these songs. So I thought they look like some funny plants, or like some very diverse plants, all put in the same tiny, like, little wood, little forest. And I thought maybe I can call it something with something that reminds a greenhouse, so like all my plants inside my greenhouse. And then I brainstormed around that concept, and this word selva came to my mind, and I looked it up, because I know selva means forest, and it's a word from ancient Italian, like from literature. So for Italians it has some very strong connotation, like from Dante Alighieri, La Divina Commedia. We call about the obscure selva, no? The selva oscura, and it's like this dark forest in which you go in, and you have to pass through to find something. I really liked that, but I discovered that selva also has a meaning, a different meaning, and it means a group of very different things, a very disorganized group of things, So I was like, wow, it's perfect. It's like it has something to do with my plants, but it's also a group of weird things. So that's why selva. And so I thought, wow, with this new album I want to come forward with a bit more with my thoughts, my experience, my feeling, somebody once told me my heavens and hells, and I really liked that expression. So my heavens and hells. And
that's interesting. So your heavens and your hells, does that mean like the really good things in your life
and the really bad things in your life? Yeah.
Things, and just kind of like putting it all out there.
Once a photographer told me, like, you're here because you went through your heavens and hells, and that's why you're making what you make. And I was like, it's quite spot on.
Mm-hmm.
It's mostly about their attitude that inspires me, because musically, I don't really know who wants to sound like somebody else, so we all want to sound unique, and I'm one of them, so I want to build my own sound, and I have the ambition of doing something that is very personal and mine, Then of course no one is inventing anything, so you can hear loads of musical influences in my music for sure. Attitude wise, I think that there are some artists that really gave me the tools to do what I do, because I think it's mostly like your choice of being a musician and believing in it. It's like the main thing. Then you can make whatever music you want, but the first thing is that.
Mowgli, ciao, io vado, ciao. Dove sei? Dai che andiamo, ciao. Mowgli. He was there. Mowgli. Dai.
Sei contento? Sei contento? Sì. stronger than the rumors of who. Where have you been all this time? Where have you been all this time? To lose and to win, beauty lies in the space between confidence and fear. To bring out the best that one could give, so I'll face the sun, though I'm shivering inside. I will stay true to my path and be stronger than the rumors of who. Where have you been all this time? Where have you been all this time? Where have you been all this time? Where have you been? Where have you been all this time? Where have you been all this time? Where have you been? Where have you been all this time? All this time? All this time? Where have you been all this time? Where have you been? Have you? Where have you been all this time? He saw some birds, or this morning while we were coming to pick you up, he saw a fish. He was going crazy to take this fish, but he will never catch a fish. You'll never catch fish and you'll never catch the bird, you know? No, pensa che può prendere... Ah, c'è il cagnolino, salve, salve. E il cagnolino, cosa ti dà fastidio? Ma sai che carino, guarda che carino. Ah, si sono conosciuti. Ma perché l'ho visto che ringhia, che va davanti e indietro, ma mi sa che perché ha visto qualche airone o...
C'è anche la...
C'ha la cresta, sì. Ma perché è nella sua ottica di caccia, vuole prendere qualcosa, ma... Cosa vuoi che prenda? Beh, niente.
Lei è tornata con qualcosa una volta.
Ah sì, eh? Un uccellino?
No, un coniglio.
Ah, veramente? Lei ha preso un coniglio? Says that she managed to catch a rabbit once.
Oh wow. Un conino. Ha stanato una tana praticamente. Una tana con i cuccioli.
I'm trying not to, judge too much. And that's also a big part of the process of growing and growing in what I do, because I used to be a lot more judgmental before, and that stopped me so much from doing this stuff, because I was always very self-conscious and feeling like, oh no, this sounds too much like that, or this is actually not compelling, or I don't know, this is stupid. And it is stupid, like, it's very possible that what you do is stupid. And even like stuff I love, it's maybe stupid. Like from other artists, maybe they thought, oh, this is stupid. And if they didn't believe in it, then it wouldn't be there, So that's the thing I always have in my head. Like, if you don't believe in it, it will never be there. And the world won't miss it. But if you make it, then it's gonna be there. And the world won't care, but maybe somebody will care, or just like I would care. I try not to judge. So I guess sometimes I hear some influences, or I recognize after listening back. I'm like, oof, that's what it is, Like I recognize things that I'm obsessed with, or I used to be obsessed with, come back.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also the mix of the things that you like and that influenced you that make the result. So I hear influences in the artists I love. I hear their own influences, and it's cool. It's a rework of some things that have been done. I mean, we're not inventing anything, like I was saying.
Mm-hmm. Do you aim more so to just have complete freedom with your creativity and with whatever you're gonna do? Just you're completely open to what your next album's gonna be. There's no limits. Yeah. Then you choose, you create then your limits when you start a new project, because of course the moment you pick instrumentation, that's a limit, of course. Or the moment you choose to work with one person or the other person is because you have an idea in mind, and that person is gonna help you reaching that certain idea. But now I'm not working on the new album yet, and I look forward to starting actually. And I have no idea what kind of album it would be. It would be. With Salva, I didn't know what kind of album it will be the moment I went into the studio. I recorded this album not knowing what kind of album it would be. Cool.
So I'm glad that it spoke to some people in its weirdness.